Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn about if else keywords of Rust. Let me check if audio is being recorded. Yeah, audio is being recorded. So if is a keyword of Rust which tastes for a Boolean value. So let's try to understand this with a simple example. We have three variables: numerator, denominator, and quotient here. Now, if denominator is not equal to 0, we try a division, okay? And we get the quotient. This is integer division, so it will give us a quotient. Now, if quotient is not possible in the case that denominator is 0, then it will print division not possible as denominator is 0. So you should look carefully on this line. I want you to focus on this. This is denominator is not equal to 0. So if this evaluates to true, when it will be evaluated, not is equal to should evaluate to true. Only if denominator is not equal to 0, the code inside these braces would be executed. If that evaluates to false, then it will execute the else branch. So if you have previous programming experience, this would be trivial for you, but if you are new, then you should understand that it forms a case of if this, then do this, else if some other case, then do this, if else, else if some other case, then do this, followed by a final else clause which will cover the other logic which is not covered in if else if branch. Okay, so it's a branching statement and it's a control flow or decision making keyword. So let's see, we run this program. Our denominator is 4 and numerator is 10, so it should print 2. Let's see this. We do cargo run, so it prints 2. So that means this executed because we can see the print of quotient, but this did not. Let's try to execute the else branch by setting denominator to be 0. So now it prints division not possible as denominator is 0. Let's look at other variation of this. For example, consider two signals, A is equal to false, or let's make it true, and B is equal to true. Okay, so we say that if A or B, then we print result of or is true. Now we know that when and is true, then or is also true. So we test it for AND gate now, and we say that println, let's make this or capital, result of AND is true. Okay, and then here we say that else result println result of AND is false. Okay, so you see there are two signals, so we should have 4 possible values, and here we say println result of or is false. So we have 4 cases here. Okay, out of 4 cases, in 3 cases it will print result of or is true, in 1 case it will print result of and is true, and in 3 cases it will print result of and is false. Okay, so let's see this in action. So in this case it will print result of or is true. Now inside if you can have other if else, so it can be nested. You can have more levels of nesting even after this. Inside this if you can have another if like this. You test for another condition. Hang on, semicolons are missing. So inside this we can have another condition. If name is equal to say Shiv, double quotes, Shiv, you can say println your name is Shiv. So for example, we can define another variable, let name is equal to Shiv. Okay, so we'll see this later. First we see the and or. So in this case, it should print or is true and is true. So it printed both to be true. Now let's make one of these false. Then it should print or is true and is false. So it prints or is true and is false. Now as a last case, we fail both of them. So result of or is false. It did not go in the AND case. So this was executed. It went inside, no, or will also be false. So it printed result of or is false. It did not go inside this at all. Okay. So it simply printed result of or is false. Okay. So if you see how many branches this create, for this, there are two branches, if and else. Okay. So you have two statements for this. Println or is true, result of and is true, result of and is false, and finally we have result of or is false. So similarly you can nest this. So suppose if name is Shiv and both are true, then it will test for name. So let's make this true and this also true. Okay, so we do cargo run. So it says result of or is true, result of and is true, your name is Shiv. Okay, so similarly we can have here a logic like if name is equal to Shiv, let's call it last name. Okay, and we give it say dash true, then we can say that println your last name is dash true. And similarly you can have another else inside this, else println, we remove this, your last name is not dash true. So we need a last name variable, last underscore name is equal to, we first make it dash true, and we make this false so that our program goes there. So it will now print result of or is false. This entire code will not be executed from here to here because both A and B are false. So A or B will be false. This is logical OR gate, by the way, and this is logical AND gate. So it will print result of or is false. Now it will try to match last name after this. It will see it is dash true. So it will print your last name is dash true. So it will print two things. So it prints result of or is false, your last name is dash true. Now if we make my last name Dayal, for example, then it will not print the last name. It will not say that your last name is dash true, it will say the other condition. So we see that result of or is false and your last name is not dash true. So this way you can nest a lot of things. Let's do more stuff here. For example, let's condition a number. Okay, number, and let's say this number is 7. So we can say that if number greater than 0 and then number less than 10, let's call it greater than -1, and So this is logical gate. You might want to use parentheses before this and after this to see the operator precedence. You don't care about operator precedence. Then you print ln, you can say number, this is single digit number. Okay, now we can have another branch which would be else if, we can say that else if number greater number greater than 9 and number less than 100. We can say that println, oh, we have not given a number here. We can pass it an argument number, and we can say that println number so is double digit number. Okay, we pass the number argument here. Or we can say else println, we can cover all the other cases. We can say that number, this is a large number, comma number. So these are three cases. Okay, so first case is number is greater than -1 but less than 0. So print number is single digit number. Else if it is between 9 and 100, then we say it is double digit number. Else we say print it is a large number. So we run this and it quickly says that number 7 is single digit number. So suppose we increase it to say 18. Let's see what it says. It should say it is a double digit number. So it said it's a double digit number. Now say we increase it to 108. It should print it's a large number. It's a large number. Similarly, you can have multiple else if here. So instead of one else if, you can have multiple of those. So you can say number greater than 99 and less than 1000. Number is a triple digit number. Triple. Let's make it a. Okay. So now it should say it's a triple digit number. So we run this. Now it says it's a triple digit number. Now you can have more if else here. Okay. Or you can have more if else here. And you can nest like that. You can have more if else here. Or if you want, you can have here. So you can see that how if else nesting can be done. You can arrange it in quite an arbitrary manner. So, and it is very important to understand how if else works, because that will cover your core logic most of the time. So I always say that in a language there are certain fundamental things which you need to understand fully. For example, variables, operators, if else, for loop, and functions. If you understand this much, you can write programs of quite high degree of difficulty. These are the very core of a programming language. So I hope that you have found this video useful. I will end this video here. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, then please smash that like button. Share the video as much as you want so that it can reach many more viewers like you, and they can also benefit from this video. And you make use of the comment box to speak your mind. I would like to interact with you guys about what you think, how you think, because I think that some of you, or at least most of you, would be smarter than me, and I can probably learn something from you, or otherwise I can teach something. So let's learn together. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy programming.